Oh yeah, let me go down here. And down here is just some tools to get to. You see here, the first icon is the menu button. That's the settings. DTW, that is what's being played. That's what the programming is. That's the name of it. The delete, of course, is delete applications or anything you want to delete on the board here on the screen. You have preview. That means you can preview anything on the monitor that you might want to listen to before it plays. DTW 1059 HD2 is just a file, well, just a folder that opens up to the files that are being played. Right next to it is another library, which is actually this library right here. This is what this is. This is this screen, as you can see up here. That's this screen, and that's what's playing today. And right next to that is the library, which has a list of all the songs and stuff that is registered in the system. You have hotkeys. I'm not really sure where the hotkeys are on this board, but your hotkeys are pretty much quick buttons. Like pretty much if you want to play a song or if you want to go into something quickly, you would just press that hotkey and it will access it right away. Then of course right next to that is auto editor. That's how you would edit some things if you want to edit something on here that was being played in your voice track, which will keep track of the things that you are doing. Okay, and here is the monitor, a regular monitor. If you want to get online, if you want to play things like off of YouTube on air, then you would go to this monitor and go to YouTube, and that's how that would go on there. Next to that is Vox Pro, and Vox Pro is pretty much like I was playing in my last video. It is what on-air personality would use to record if they want to record something to play back on the air. If they want to record a caller, this is where they would come to record it and edit it and be able to let it execute it onto the air. Okay, so now let's get a close up at this board. Now I'm gonna stand up for you guys because I care about you. So just giving a quick view of everything. No, you don't have to touch every single thing that's on this board, but one good thing to know is, well, if you want to assign things, if you want to assign and move things around, how you see how things say mic 1, 2, 3, if you want to shift that around, or if you wanted to shift things around, then you would come up here to assign, and that's what you would use to edit, or not edit, but move everything around, to shift the pods around. Now to get into the actual pods, as you can see, each one of them says something different. So the first one is mic 1, which is this mic right here. That's mic 1. You have mic 2, mic 3, mic 2, mic 3, which are over here. Mic 2, mic 3, and also mic 4, which is right on here, but weirdly placed on the board. But right next to mic 3 is White Orbit 1. White Orbit 2, White Orbit 3. Now, White Orbit is what our station runs on. So that's what the initials WO are for. But as you can see, when things are playing, like for example, right now, Darlene's show is being played out of White Orbit 1. And after her show goes off, Spot Block will be played out of White Orbit 2, which is the next pod. And as you can see on here, White Orbit 2, WO2, is the next pod. So that will be the pod that Spot Block comes out of next. And then you see 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. It's 3 different White Orbit pods. So either commercials, it's always going to be the commercials, the songs, or anything that's playing on air will come out of one of these 3 pods. So you see right next to white orbit 3 is, I told you, weirdly placed mic 4. And I showed you that was over there. And right next to mic 4 is Vox Pro. And like I told you here, Vox Pro is where you will go to edit things that you want to put on the air, a caller or yourself. And next to Vox Pro is utility. Now utility is right here, the computer monitor that I was explaining to you a minute ago. If you wanted to play something off of YouTube and you wanted it to go on air, then you would come to that computer, type it in, come over here to utility, pot it on and up. Next to that is XDS. Now this could be changed into multiple things, but I know for certain that this is one that you can use to play your CDs. The old school way, we did have to do that one time before. We had to play a CD, which we put it in over here. But, you know, you can change it to multiple things. And right next to that is WEG, which is where a syndicated show comes out of, which a lot of people know of. Syndicated shows are pre-recorded shows from people that aren't here, or they record things when they can't be here. So it's syndicated. They don't live here. For example, like DL Hughley, he has syndicated show, and Ricky Smiley, he has syndicated show. He's all the way in Texas, but he does his pre-recordings and he sends them through here. And right next to WEG is the phone. Is the phone pod. So if you get a caller and you want the caller to go on air, you would just answer the call. You would come over here, turn the pod on and up, and boom, they're on the airwaves talking, and that's how you would adjust their volume so that everybody can hear them. Now up here, I normally don't use these buttons up here, so we're going to speed past that. You wouldn't even have to touch those. You would come down here though. Down here, Control RM controls your headphones. In the studio, it controls the volume of the studio. Each one of these can adjust the volume. So you would just come over here, twist the knob on and off. That adjusts the volume in the studio and on your headphones, of course. And right over here is your machine to edit Vox Pro. So just a quick view is pretty much self-explanatory. But as you can see, it has delete, cut when you want to cut and edit things, copy when you want to copy what you edited, paste, instant record when you want to instantly record things. You have your margin. You press this when you want to go straight back to the top. You press this when you go straight to the back. Zoom when you want to zoom in. This when you want to go over, back. That's what you do. This is when you want to undo it. Cancel, stop, record, okay, play. And, you know, something else they do, which is also pretty cool. Use this. This is the speed editor.
This is the Detroit Phrase Network.
So as you can see that, you can go fast, slow. But it adjusts the volume in a speedy manner. And a lot of people use that to edit. And they say that works for them. But I don't know. I think it's kind of hard. So I go with the arrows, but you know, everybody does it differently. But that is a quick view of the board. Again, remember, headphones and your jack is all you really need. And this is the board. So let me sit my booty down. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is just a quick view. If you have any questions or concerns, you know, definitely comment below. Let me know what you guys think. That's Little TV. But let me know what you guys think about what I just explained, and hopefully this was helpful for you guys. So yeah, that was a quick look at the board. So I'm about to get out of here, but thank you again for another episode with Lori Mack. Holla at your girl.